There's a drawer in almost every house. You know the one. A tangled mess of cables you're too afraid to throw away. Thick ones, thin ones, round ones, flat ones, chargers for devices you don't even own anymore. For over 20 years, this chaos was normal. And here's why that's shocking. Getting tech giants like Apple, Google, and Microsoft to agree on anything is nearly impossible. They fight over patents, they fight over ecosystems, they even fight over the color of text bubbles. Yet somehow, look at your desk today. Your laptop, your headphones, your speaker, and now even the iPhone. They all use the exact same port. This tiny oval connector didn't just clean up our desks, it ended a 20-year technological war. So how did that happen? Was this a sudden moment of cooperation, or were these companies forced into peace?
To understand how big this win is, you have to remember how bad things were. For decades, buying a new gadget meant buying a new life support system. Nokia had thin pin chargers. Sony had wide proprietary plugs. Cameras, MP3 players, Bluetooth headsets, each one demanded its own cable. Laptop chargers were so heavy, they could double as self-defense weapons. It wasn't just annoying, it was a sustainability nightmare. Mountains of plastic, perfectly good chargers thrown away just because you upgraded your phone. We tried to fix it with micro USB, but let's be honest, you never plugged it in right the first time. Or the second. Sometimes not even the third. The world didn't just need a smaller cable, it needed a fresh start. In 2014, engineers introduced what looked like a simple idea, USB-C. Most people think the innovation was the shape, smaller, cleaner, reversible. But the real magic is invisible. Old USB cables were basically dumb pipes, just 4 pins for power and data. USB-C is a superhighway. It packs 24 pins into that tiny oval, and that changes everything. First, it's reversible. No more flipping, no more guessing. It works every time. Second, it's powerful. Old USB struggled to charge a phone. USB-C can deliver up to 240 watts. That means the same cable charging your earbuds can power a high-end gaming laptop. Third, the handshake. This is the coolest part. USB-C doesn't just send electricity, it talks. When you plug it in, the charger asks, how much power do you need? Can I send video? Can I send data? The device answers, and together they negotiate the perfect flow of energy. No overheating, no wasted power. It's not a cable, it's a conversation.
But making a cable this smart created a new problem. Every USB-C cable looks identical, so we assume they behave the same. They don't. That cheap gas station cable, it might charge your phone but fail completely with your laptop or refuse to carry 4K video. We traded visible chaos for invisible differences. Cleaner, but confusing in a new way. With technology ready, one giant still refused to join the truce: Apple. Ironically, Apple helped invent USB-C. They put it on MacBooks years before anyone else, but for the iPhone, they clung to Lightning. Why? Control, licensing, billions in accessory revenue. Apple built a beautiful but locked garden. Then the European Union stepped in. They weren't thinking about profit, they were thinking about the planet. Every year, tens of thousands of tons of chargers were thrown away in Europe alone. So the EU made a bold move. They passed a law. All portable electronics must use USB-C. No exceptions. It was a gamble, but it worked. Apple couldn't afford to lose Europe, and with the iPhone 15, Lightning finally died. The truce was complete. That soft click you hear when a USB-C cable connects, it represents years of engineering, corporate power struggles, legal battles, and one rare moment where regulation actually made life simpler. One cable, one port, one less drawer full of junk. So here's the big question. When governments force companies to cooperate, does it push technology forward or does it quietly kill creativity? Tell me what you think in the comments. And the next time you plug in that cable, remember how hard-won that simplicity really is.